Here's a picture of the orb.
It's
Hello
upsetting.
world.
That really looks like they just opened the package and started it up. Like it's an
Yeah.
Apple phone. It's like, welcome.
Oh yeah. Right before this it said choose language.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love to see the Android root menu pop up one day. Just like, oh, we gotta reset the sphere.
We have a very special topic to talk about today. Something that Andrew Rosas, the fuckboy gargoyle. I almost said Garfield.
Garboil.
Fuckboy Garfield.
Oh, man.
I hate Mondays and commitments. You brought me this story. It was about a special what would you call it? A new piece of architecture and infrastructure in the Las Vegas, Nevada desert.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some people might have heard about this. They built a sphere. It's the Las Vegas sphere. It's the MSG.
Yeah.
MSG sphere.
But it's not Madison Square Garden.
No,
it
it's not
stands
the.
for the stuff that makes Chinese food good.
Yeah.
That actually MSG is very good and often maligned and got a bad rap in the 90s, but actually isn't bad. It actually makes things really flavorful and
Yeah.
isn't bad for you, like a lot of people said.
I didn't say it was bad.
It's umami.
Yeah, it's that umami, baby.
I didn't say it was bad. There's no reason a powder that makes me feel good could ever be bad.
So the sphere, it's built in Las Vegas, a city famous for its never-ending resources that will never see comeuppance from environmental factors.
No.
It's at the Venetian Resort, and it's a spherical music and entertainment arena. It is one of the most, it's going to be a cautionary tale. My favorite thing about this is it is definitely going to be in the background of like a Fallout game or something, like cracked, and like people are going to worship like a bomb in the center of it. You know what I mean? It's going to be some real post-apocalyptic. It's going to be a post-apocalyptic temple for sure.
Our coworker and friend of the show, Drew Saplin, told us that it reminds him of Akira, like the bomb dropping in the center of the city before it like permeates out.
1000%. Exactly that.
It's horrifying to look at also.
It's a strange, so I didn't know until this very moment that it was a venue, because you had shown me pictures of it and it looks like an ominous Blade Runner 2049 style piece of architecture where like a woman should be on it being like, I'm the only one who will ever love you. Pay me.
So they should just export most of the internet onto the sphere.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to go to 2049 to get that, baby. I
love the idea.
The future is now.
I love the idea that that's just the extension of OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Was that girl robot thing that Ryan Gosling fucked into Blade Runner.
Yeah, exactly. So the sphere, it is a venue, but it's also, so the outside of it is like one continuous interconnected screen essentially. So you can broadcast, like they can project nearly flawless high definition images on it. This is like, I mean, it truly looks like if you were driving in the street and saw it, all videos of it, all pictures of it look incredible.
Yeah, like there's the eyeball one, upsetting.
Real upsetting.
That's the eyeball one?
They put an eye, it's like an eye.
Oh, no, I don't like that at all. Oh, no, that feels like a kaiju's coming alive to play craps.
Snake eyes.
That feels like Godzilla wanted to go to the Mind Freak show. Oh, no, I really dislike that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, it's so realistic.
It's very realistic. But yeah, I think like the thing that attracted me to like why this is like news is that like Vegas is running out of water. Lake Mead is almost a sand pit at this point, and people cannot stop building monuments to man's hubris in the desert. Like, it really is just like, this is where we're going to build our last temples before the fall.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
Yes.
Have you been to Vegas?
No.
Really? Interesting. So I've only been to Vegas as an adult, I think 2 times. Here's a picture of the of the orb.
It's
Hello
upsetting.
world.
That really looks like they just opened the package and started it up. Like it's an
Yeah.
Apple phone. It's like, welcome.
Oh yeah, right before this it said choose language.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love to see the Android root menu pop up one day. Just like, oh, I gotta reset the sphere.
Oh, goddamn 404 error on the sphere.
Oh shit!
Or
I have
config the sphere.
I have to start the concert in administrator mode.
Fucking safe mode sphere.
I have been to Las Vegas twice as an adult that could legally drink, and 3 times as somebody who has drank. I think it is truly a place where like the stupidest things exist, if that makes any sense.
Sure,
Like,
yeah.
one of the first times I went, I stayed at a place called the Luxor, which is a giant pyramid
Yeah.
hotel, which you think would be like super fun and
Yeah.
awesome and cool because you're staying in a giant pyramid.
Yeah.
But instead, it's one of the worst experiences that you can have
Oh.
because it's a giant glass pyramid.
Yeah.
And so any room facing the sun is
Oh.
just baking.
Oh,
It's like
God.
50 degrees hotter than the rest of the place. And then also because it's a pyramid, like it slants down, when you go out into the hallway, you can just see directly down, and they never clean the tops of any of the buildings in the center of the pyramid.
Ew.
So you can see all the like trash, gunk, and like sometimes vomit that is on top of the roof of like all the restaurants and buildings within the giant pyramid itself.
Decadence.
It's fucking gross.
Yeah, it's the everything in Vegas is cool for a year and then disgusting. It's like whenever we get a new piece of furniture. You know what I mean? It's like you get it and you keep it clean and nice, and you're like, I'm gonna change the way that I live my life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a better person. This couch is gonna change me.
Yeah.
And then 2 months later, there's just like a McDonald's stain. Not a sauce stain, a general McDonald's grease stain
Yeah.
Bag stain.
thing
Yeah.
that's just there.
Where, like, yeah, the burger leaked through the wax paper somehow.
Yes.
And the
Somehow.
paper.
And the paper and the bag. Yeah, exactly. Vegas, America's like IKEA bed frame.
Yes.
We just like it lasts a year and then virtually unusable. Move it to the floor. Take the legs off. The thing's too wobbly.
Let me ask you this. How fast do you think it's going to be before people start like hacking into the sphere and like putting up their own images and their own disgusting shit?
2 weeks.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna give it to the end of this sentence before that happens.
What do you think the odds are that we could go there and broadcast Rooster Teeth podcast live from the sphere?
Low.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Any fans in Vegas want to like
Any coders in Vegas?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, we have all those like street signs, right? Like it's like a black screen with like the simple orange text on it, right?
Yeah.
Those are supposed to give only like usable, helpful information, and they're so easy to hack.
Yeah.
How many times have you passed by one and it says some shit like "I love fat asses"
Yeah,
or
just
something?
Constantly.
I mean, that's just the state comptroller, I think,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
putting that on
And that's
there.
why I put him in office.
Yeah, exactly. He
'Cause
promised to put all signs to praise fat ass.
Fat ass.
Yeah.
See, if they had put another sphere next to that sphere, it looked like a fat ass, and I'd be in favor of it.
If they put 2 spheres next to each other and projected a butt onto them, incredible.
And I would pay so much money to stay in the little asshole room in the middle between the two.
Oh, yeah. It's technically an outdoor, but you can go in.
Right.
There's
So, okay, well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So, if you had access to the sphere for 10 minutes, you get to put whatever, or I'll say 30 minutes, so you can put a show on if you want. What are you projecting on the sphere? Like, it could be an
Countdown
image or
clock.
what now?
Countdown clock.
That is yes. Count everyone. Oh,
Yeah.
what's happening?
I want to go for panic.
Yeah.
The eye freaked me out.
the eye is disgusting.
The eye, if you have a chance to look up Las Vegas Sphere Eye, because Griff just showed it to me, and it is one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen in my human life.
Extremely upsetting.
But a countdown clock with and make it look as ominous as possible.
Yeah, like not too stylized, like an actual countdown
Yeah.
clock
Mhm.
would look. Yeah.
The thing is like, if you put warning on it, that detracts from it. It has to be like red and counting down and very simple, but like menacing in the
Yeah.
right way.
put the predator laugh under it.
Yes. I think I could get like 500 people dead. And you said 10 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
500 people are going to die in some way related
To fleeing a giant countdown sphere. Yeah.
Hold on, can we put this eyeball up just so that everyone can be as cursed as I was?
I hate it.
Okay,
Look at that.
Given just the size of this thing, those capillary veins in the eye are like the size of like guide rail wires on a bridge. Like those are like
it's insane.
Those eyelashes are like elephant trunks. Like
You
they
cannot
are.
convince me that somebody didn't have an eyeball fetish when they had that file ready
for
to
sure.
go.
Ooh, how long before feet get projected on there?
Immediately. Yeah, it's one little toe.
What?
Disgusting.
Oh damn, roast beef up there.
All right, you get 10 seconds. What are you putting up there? And you don't have to cause pandemonium. I just have a fucked up I have a fucked up Family Guy sense of humor.
Shut up.
I was gonna Griff, what were you put up there? I posed the question. I don't actually know. I'm gonna think about it while you answer.
I don't know either. I feel like you're gonna cause panic with like a countdown timer.
Yeah.
I would put like it's beginning. Like the revolution is now.
Okay. Get everybody
like
organized.
Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah.
I actually think I've been thinking about it, and I think there's something that could cause more pandemonium in Vegas specifically than a countdown clock. Because I think now that I really put my mind to it, you put a countdown clock in Vegas and people are just going to assume that, like, even if they assume they're going to die, they're like, okay, well, I'm going to go to fuck up somebody or something.
Right,
You know,
sure,
like,
sure.
Put it
they're
all
gonna-
in black.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're going to do something like that. So what I say, if you really want to cause pandemonium, 10 seconds, you broadcast something that's like, the Luxor is giving out $500 in free chips right now.
Yeah.
And just like everyone is going to start. It's going to be like 5 Black Fridays all at the same time. Because I don't know if you haven't been to Vegas. You
No.
have. There's like a quiet, sad desperation
Yeah,
that
I
all of
assume.
these people need like one little thing and it'll change their life and their luck around forever. And they're desperate enough that if you told them like, hey, they're giving out $500 over there, I think that they would leave their oxygen tank behind and trample a child to get it.
Jesus.
Oh, they would use the oxygen tank to knock the child out of the way. They would like, yeah, tink, like hit the child on the side of the head with it. And yeah, absolutely. There are two kinds. I feel like, from last time I was in Vegas, I observed 2 kinds of people. The people who are smartly spending no more than 48 hours there.
Mm.
And then there are people who are there forever.
Yeah.
And one of those groups is phenomenally depressing. And
Yeah. It's the 48 hours people.
yes, the 48, 100%.
They
People
have
who
to go
live
back to
there,
their families.
the people who live there are due. They're due. They're about to win it back. They're
Exactly.
about to, yeah, exactly. Gonna get their kids back. Everything's about to turn around.
They're about to get back on the minor league baseball team they got fired from.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. It's truly like this, I don't know. Vegas is such a weird, sad little place where like if you go for 48 hours, it is fun, it is debaucherous, it is awful, but at least you get to leave and have this weird like intact happy memory of it.
Sure.
But like there are the people that hang out there and it's just like, I don't know, the first time I went into a casino, I thought it was going to be like The Hangover.
Yeah.
And instead it was like the theaters where The Hangover was playing.
Yeah.
Sad
No one's
and-
talking.
Sad and absolutely quiet.
Yeah, no one's talking. It's full of smoke
Yeah.
and sadness.
I think if you haven't been to Vegas, you picture it like like you're thinking Rat Pack, jazzy,
Yeah.
like yeah, lights. It's so glamorous. Everyone's in suits. It is not the 60s, 70s Las Vegas that the movies have glamorized. It is Disneyland. It is like it is the most sanitized, like quietly depressing cruise ship dry docked place on the planet. It feels uncanny in a not good way if you don't have those expectations going in. Now, if you go there for 48 hours with the idea that it's like buy the ticket, take the ride, you go there to lose money, and it's just about like having drinks with friends and like, and go there with friends. My God, going there alone, I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, go there with a group of friends, know that like you're probably going to lose, like take a set amount of money, know that you probably will lose that. And hey,
Leave
if you
your
win
cards
it,
at home.
Yeah.
leave your cards at home. And that you'll probably have a good time. But yeah.
That's what I do every time that I've gone to Vegas or anytime I've gambled in general. It's just been like, this is my set amount of money that I have to gamble. and once it's gone, then I'm done gambling.
Yes.
And I also play like extremely low bets. Like I'll play like a $5 a round blackjack table.
Yeah.
I'll just sit there. I'll just sit there, I'll hang out, I'll get a couple. Well, actually, at the $5 blackjack table, they don't bring you drinks.
No, they don't.
They will bring you a complimentary plastic glass of water. No, it's styrofoam.
It's styrofoam,
It's
yeah.
for sure.
It's a bathroom cup.
And you have to reuse it.
Yeah, it's a Dixie. It's,
Yeah.
it's a fucking Dixie cup. It's something the dentist gives you to rinse.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't really like Vegas. I think it first of all, it's like why I've never understood the concept of going to a desert for vacation.
Yeah. Well,
No.
New Mexico's great.
New Mexico can suck fat shit, all
New
right?
Mexico's fantastic.
New Mexico is Vegas without any of the cool
Palm
debauchery.
Springs?
Debauchery, I almost called it debauchery. Palm Springs is good only because I go there every single year to do a ton of mushrooms and
Yeah,
psychedelics.
because it's the desert and it's great to do it there.
Yeah, but
Because the
like
desert keeps secrets.
it's mostly because I can scream as loud as I want. No one will care.
Yeah.
Also-
or help you.
Yeah, exactly. The last time I went to Palm Springs, by the way, and Joshua Tree
Joshua
specifically.
Tree. Oh, love J Tree.
So I was staying in Joshua Tree, and I was staying in a yurt with my girlfriend at the time, and we were taking an outdoor shower. Like it's a little cubicle, but
Yeah.
like it's only this high,
Yeah.
and I'm also tall, so like
so it's
my
like that high.
yeah. It's basically covering my midriff. But I was taking a shower. I was looking out. I was having a wonderful morning. It was our first day there. And then I saw like 15 cop cars driving up to the property just over the fence. And this dude like kicks the door off of a trailer and starts running out into the desert. And that's when I realized that our yurt was next to an active meth
Oh
lab.
my god.
Whoa.
And I'm glad that they did that on the first day or
Yeah.
something. But I for sure like almost saw a man die while taking a shower outside while on a little bit of mushrooms.
I think it's important to note, though, that was an active meth lab, not an inactive. So America's economy is thriving.
I think the only way that we're ever going to solve this problem is if in the middle of all of this uninhabited nature,
Yeah.
we put a giant sphere with a big eyeball
A
in
beacon
it.
of hope.
Yeah, where they can go and go, I see you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Man's hubris. What a bitch.
Man's hubris. So we put a sphinx and a sphere in the middle of the Nevada desert, and we call it paradise.
Yeah, so basically that's all we know about the MSG sphere. Speaking of spheres full of MSG, what do you think about pizza spheres?
I think that people have a misconception about what they are and how to make them and what a pizza sphere truly is. Because there's only been one, I'm not done, because there's only been one, and I made it, and we've done it on the podcast, your podcast, different podcast, sort of. So you can check it out. Is that what we're doing here?
Why did you tell me to open this can of worms? Like and subscribe.
Anywhere you bite, it was pizza. That's the problem.